I am so excited about this. It's been a while since I uploaded on YouTube, but we're getting it started. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi, vivacious people. My name is Abigail, and we're going to start a new series on this channel called The New Protective Way. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and I'm currently in the experimental phases of it. But this, as you can see right here, is a part of the experiment. And the first part of this series is called The New Protective Hair Discovery in Plain Sight. As you can see by the title below, this is something that has actually been right in front of my eyes. I don't know about you guys, but it's been right in front of my eyes, and it is actually just plaiting my hair. Jamaicans, we call it plait. Americans call it braid. It's the same thing. So if you hear me using it interchangeably, that's just cultural kind of thing. But I have my hair in plait braids. I have it all in braids. So this is my natural hair in plaits, and this braid right here is actually I actually braid the plait over. Ugh. I actually braid the braid over the plait itself. So this right now is actually the plait and the braid together. But I kind of flat twisted down this side because I wanted to switch it up, make it look a little different from what I normally do. So this is a part of the experiment. So I braided this in a couple of weeks ago, and so I'm going to pull it out in a couple of weeks time, and we're going to see how we're moving forward with the hair growth and the maintenance, the whole works. This whole series is supposed to be exciting for me because there's something new. I'm trying it and I'm putting out information live, right? Because I'm on my journey to waist length. Yeah, I'm on my journey to waist length, and from what I've been reading upon, it's actually put the retention of hair growth that causes hair growth, which makes sense. So if your hair breaks, then you can't have hair growth. And so I'm keeping my retention, putting in my protective styles, and allowing it to grow. By the way, fun fact, this is actually not my actual hair length. I'm going to put a picture in of my actual hair length, and that's another secret that I'm going to put in this series, how I actually was able to braid, because it's not crocheted in my hair. I was able to braid in tightly my hair, the hair, and make it short without cutting my actual hair. So this is my actual, this is not cutting my hair. This is the braid itself. I will talk about that technique later on in the series because we're gonna have fun. Wow. So as I was saying, this here is actually expression here that I braided onto my actual plaits. So this plaits, these are my actual natural plaits that I flat twist to the side, while these are expression here that I braided onto my plait itself, and I didn't crochet it in or elastic band it on. I used a new technique that I recently discovered to get it tightly braided in, and you know when your hair is braided tight when you feel it. I mean, I'm not saying it's braided too tight, but you just have that that feeling of it just looks neat and it just feels like it's held together. And this new discovery that I buck up on the internet, the new technique that I use, is definitely the answer to my prayers. It's definitely the answer to my prayers. And I am going to be braiding my hair now from more often. I used to go to the hairdresser because the elastic band method wouldn't last as long as when you go to the hairdresser, or the crochet method, it just didn't last as long. And now I found out about this and it works and it's tight, and I'm going to use it from now on. From now on, I'm going to be doing this way. I'm going to discuss a little bit more about the hair discovery. As I said before, I'm on my journey to waistline, and shout out to indigenous strands. I will somehow try and put a picture in, a video in of her hair. Her hair is to her thighs. Her hair past waistline like a long time ago. It's just healthy, long and luscious. And when I looked on her YouTube page, she just gave three things that she used to grow her hair, which was castor oil, aloe vera, and flaxseed gel. And I have two of those three products with other hair gurus online. They're using all these products, the curling butters and the leave-in conditioners and all these stuff to keep in their protective styles. And personally, with my experience, some of these protective styles that are done, I know they're cute, but they don't last me long. And I have a busy schedule, so I'm all over the place. And for me to be combing my hair every 2 and 3 days, to me it's just time consuming, and it will just it's not productive for me because I'm using time still to keep freshening up these looks, and I'm going to be manipulating my hair long, and those things to me just don't make any sense. So I saw that she used castor oil and aloe vera. I don't have the flaxseed gel as yet, but I have two of those three products in my reach, to my disposal. And so from I saw her page, I decided that I was going to get onto my journey to waistline, because it's possible, because her hair is to her thigh length, and she's using just three products, mainly three products, which is just phenomenal to me, which shows me that you can use what you have and actually maximize on it and get good growth and healthy hair. And so watching her page motivate me to start this waistline journey and beyond, who knows, but mainly to waistline at this point in time. And that's when I start looking up these protective styles, and I'm looking at box braids and the box twist, Sinhalese twists. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, by the way, but yeah, those twists, cane rows, crochet. I'm looking at all of these options, and I'm saying I want to do them myself because it is costly to go to the hairdresser. And I tried the crochet for a couple of weeks, and they to me it was okay, but I decided that I wasn't going to keep it in for as long as I wanted to. So I pull out the canos for the crochet and everything like that, and I said, hey, let me just try and plait my hair. So I did plait it. I wouldn't call it box braids, but I just braided my hair, as I said, like this. These are the actual parts of the plait itself. So I did them pretty small, and pretty small, yeah. So this is the halfway mark of my hair, and I did one, two, three, four, five. I did five parts pretty much. So I did them pretty small because I said to myself I wanted them to last long. And after a couple weeks, I realized it started getting fuzzy. So I said to myself, I wonder if I could actually use the concept of the I've seen on Instagram and YouTube where people braid hairdressers braid in actual expression braid on people's lock, locked hair that persons have. And I'm saying to myself, if these people can braid their hair with the lock, so they just hide the lock in the braid and braid it, and it comes out flawless and nice, just as if it was braided like natural hair. I said, if they can do that, that means that I must be able to can do it with my plait hair. And that is how this idea began, because I saw them doing it with the lock here, and I was like, I'm not even going to do any rubber band method. I'm not going to do any crochet, anything. I'm just going to keep my hair plaited and keep braiding on it over and over for months at a time, and let the hair grow out, and then I'll pull it out after months, after time, clarify it, wash it, condition it, everything, and then start the process all over again. Because and in the interim, I'd be oiling my scalp, I'd be making sure it's moisturized and everything like that. And I said, I think that's that's a good idea. And so I started that idea, as you can see. And so we're moving into the progress of this idea. So for the next couple of months, I'll be updating my YouTube page with the growth and all that other stuff, because I really want to see if this is going to work. And I believe that it will work, and it's going to give me like a good result. And so I'm going to be pulling out these braids after a couple of weeks and showing you my hair growth, and then styling it again. And I'm gonna show you guys how I did the short look even though my hair is long, and the whole works. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next video coming up.